So, good morning, everyone. We are running a bit late today. Welcome to the pre-market analysis. So, yesterday we had a very great good run with respect to all three indices. If we see, so these levels are previous days. We will just quickly move on to today's thing. So as the range of the movement was pretty good on 320 points almost covered in Nifty. So we will not consider exactly the pivot setup today because the ranges are big. So we are not expect to get that much of movement in that. So we will just mark the pivot line, which is nearly lying at very low below 26,200 and 26,300. It is a pivot, but market is already trading above at particular levels. We will mark the pivot level and we will focus with respect to the liquidity zones and the major supports, psychological support. So I'll just remove these things for the day. So today's pivot line for Nifty lies at 26,090. It is actually 26,090, and as a resistance 1 and 2 we can mark resistance 1, and support 1 lies at 25,960. This is where the resistance support lies, and resistance 1 it is 26,330 we can mark. So we will only mark these levels for the day, and I'll mark the pivot line here, which is at 26,090, and we will change the time frame to 15 minute and 1 hour with respectively. So if we see, almost we have, so this is where the last time previously on 20th number we had a higher 26,246 almost. So the all-time high also we will mark it up, which was at 26,277 if I am right. 277 was the all-time high. So you can see that a proper liquidity zone is being created here. So we'll expect any movement with respect to this if it is giving a proper movement with a great good volume like yesterday with respect to this zone, then we can ride up to almost the all-time high easily from this zone. We can put out a bull trade again. So I expect a bullish trend to continue, but we will see how Nifty is going. So Nifty is almost positive only, and we will see the FIA data. Anyway, we are going to get a pre-market setup for the day. So it clearly shows a bullish trend for me. So both FIA and DIA have added up their money to the cash market. If we see it on this, it is net bullish only. So we expect a bullish trend to continue in the market, and we will see the opening. With respect to that, we can plan trade. So for today, I will just give you an idea about the 15-minute range wala setup. So let's say that the 15-minute lies. The first 15-minute candle comes over like in a way like this. Let it be red, let it be green. Then we can trade a breakout trade with respect to the whichever. So if it is giving a proper breakout over here, then we can enter a trade on two setups. So either at the breakout or we can wait for a pullback to come down. So let's say that, let me draw it. So let's say that we got a breakout from here, we can take an entry, or either wait for the pullback to come and we can take entry at this particular point. This is where we can take a pullback entry, or either we can go for this breakout entry. So similar to that, both to the downside also we can wait for this. So you should validate this movement with respect to the volume, and if support and resistance is near. Also, let's say that here the liquidity zone. So Nifty is almost opening near to the all-time high. You can see here the 26,261 our pre-market shows. So it is opening above the levels which we have marked. So it is, if it is sustaining above this level with that same momentum and volume, then we can definitely continue the bullish trend to extreme bullish trend to continue in the market. So you can go for a bull side entry, and but you just should keep in mind that as we have this level over here, so we can expect a rejection also, but as per the condition now market is on a good run. So you can validate your direction with respect to the volume which we are trading in. So if we change the time frame a little bit, move down onto the 15-minute setup. So this level can be considered as a good range either for the reversal or for a breakout. So either, so now as it is opening above this level, then we can wait for this pullback to happen, or we can continue the trade with respect to the bull run only according to the direction. You can validate the direction with respect to the volume which we are trading in. So if you see on the RSI side also, so it is at 64. It's good bullish sentiments, and it is not up to the overbought zone also. So we can expect that bull run to continue with respect to the RSI part as well. If we see the RSI part, we can expect that bull run to continue. It is now traded at 65 range, which is a good bullish signal, and it is neither to the overbought zone also. So we can expect that bull run to continue, but you should always validate that move with respect to the volume. We can validate that with respect to the volume. So we will move on to the bank nifty, and we will mark the pivot line only, pivot and support one and resistance two. So bank nifty also gave a good run. All three indexes, all three indices gave a good run. So bank nifty is opening at 59,605. So with respect to bank nifty, this as I told you in the Nifty case, the range is bigger. So when we consider the pivot, we always consider the high, low, and close of that. So the ranges will be pretty bigger. So we will just mark only the pivot line and first resistance and resistance two. So pivot line of Bank Nifty lies at 59,300. So this is where pivot line of Bank Nifty lies, and if you see on the support part, it is at 59,000. The psychological level we can consider 59,000 almost, but 59,000 as per the pivot setup. 59,030 is the support one for Bank Nifty, and this resistance part, if you see, resistance is at 59,700. So we'll quickly mark the pivot line. 59,300 will be the pivot. So it is now trading always above the pivot line. So you can see that it is almost a good point above, and the market is opening also over here. So we will see for the see the first initial time it gave a proper move in the first 1 hour. You can clearly see it over here at 9:15, from starting from 9:15 almost to the 10 o'clock or 10:30, it gave a proper move from here. So but if you see after that, from this particular level, it started a little bit of consolidation. Every candle shows an indecision. So now to where this, every, if you see each and every candle, it's almost doji candles, see the number of candles on doji indecision, it shows indecision, so we can consider this particular level as a existing support, quicker support in the market. And here you can see it is opening here, so either way, if it is coming down below to this level, from this level you can apply or find out a trading opportunity with respect to, you just validate that movement with similar to the nifty, you can validate that movement with respect to the volume, how much volume you are seeing with respect to the price action. So you can consider this level, if it is coming down here, you can either trade for a reversal trade from this particular point, from this 59 5 450 500 range, from this particular zone, and or else you can go for this bull run if it is coming anywhere near to this particular zone. So I'll mark that zone also. 550 we can consider 500. So you can consider, so the market opened, so we will wait for that thing to happen. Either you can trade a reversal from this particular point, or you can continue over this anywhere near this. So if the volume support for a reversal with respect to the bullish reversal and bullish sentiments to continue, then definitely you can utilize this level. So because we have seen multiple indecision candle, so let's say doji candle, we from this particular zone, then you can consider this level for an intraday trade. That's what I meant. So Sensex part also we will see quickly. So Sensex almost gave us 1,000 points movement yesterday. So Sensex also we have a quick very good liquidity zone over this place. So this will be exactly mirroring the Nifty for sure. This will be exactly mirroring the Nifty. So we will mark the pivot lines for Sensex, and we will keep only the support 1 and 2 for this as well. So Sensex, the 250 to, we will mark 85 to 300. So pivot lies at 85,300, and we can consider the support 1 at 84,000. 800 it is, but we will mark it as 85,000 as a psychological level. So we will mark this level as a quick support for Sensex in the part, and resistance I'll show you. Resistance, with respect to resistance, it is 86,000 is showing. 86,000 will be the quickest resistance with respect to the pivot line. So we wrote this support one as a quick psychological support, which lies at 85,000 over here. This long liquidity zone, we have marked it as a, I'll mark it out. This zone we have considered as a quick support zone. So any movement from this particular point, and our pivot line also lies near to this. So any movement from this particular point you can consider as a bull run. So Sensex is still, it is lagging, as you guys know, in trading view, still not yet showing that movement. So it almost reached our point. This yesterday's gap also have been filled, so you can consider volume on this directional trade. If it is bouncing back from this particular 26,200 levels, then definitely you can go for that bull run. You should validate it with the volume. That's it. That should be done. So if it is breaking above this all-time high, then definitely you can go for a bull run if volume supports. So we should consider that. volume should validate your movement or direction. With respect to that, you can plan out your trade. So if it is coming below, then definitely you can expect the movement up to 26,000 levels. And if you see GIF Nifty also, it is still trading. So that's all for today's session, guys. We started a little bit late today, so we will start off early tomorrow. And that's all for today. Thank you everyone. I wish everyone a good day. Thank you.